Hey everyone, Steve Crawford from Your Spending Coach, and I want to spend just a few minutes sharing with you why I think you should join me over the next 6 weeks as we work together to build your cash flow coaching offer for your clients and your business. Since 2013, I've trained over 500 financial planners and financial coaches, both in Australia and the US, on how to build their own cash flow coaching program. The top 3 things, or the top 3 reasons for their business, still remain the same. Number 1, it's about attracting those Gen X and millennial clients, either to tap into the children of your existing clients or to now target directly the 2 biggest demographics in the community. Number 2 is about diversifying your revenue streams. So you're already either generating financial planning revenue and now you have additional revenue from a financial coaching offer as well. And number 3, which is probably the most important one, is around providing more regular, ongoing, value-added touch points. And then throughout the course of the program, we'll talk about what you can provide in terms of information and insights back to clients weekly, monthly, quarterly, and obviously yearly as well. But it's not all about us and our business, it's obviously about our clients as well. So what are the top 3 things that our clients can expect to get as an outcome of going on your coaching program that you design for them? First and foremost, you'd hope that they're going to be more engaged with their money, because at the end of the day, any sort of coaching arrangement is going to drive better engagement from the clients. As a byproduct, you'd expect them to actually save more money. And I'll show you in a second that the average YSC client has saved 20% of their take-home income over a 6-year period. And ultimately, they're going to use that money to put towards their goals. So the only reason people sign up for a savings program or a cash flow coaching program is because it helps them increase their savings, and that's what you're going to help them use that savings for, those goals. As I said, you would hope that they're going to save more money. So over the FY14 to FY19 period, before COVID kicked in and sort of threw a bit of a spanner in the works, this is what the average experienced wealth client has saved. And the Your Spending Coach program has been built 100% off my own financial coaching business. And it's basically an identical process. So you're going to lift it up out of our process and drop it into your own process. And that means you should expect your clients are going to get hopefully similar results. So let's take a look at the timeline that you might want to actually build and then roll your program out. So here, obviously, we're going to spend 6 weeks together on the actual training itself. And that's where you're really in the design phase. Choosing your elements, creating your process, deciding on your packages and your pricing. Next, it's into testing the offer. So once you've actually got a process that you're happy with, what your packages might look like and what that pricing might be, the best thing to do is actually test it before you launch it in the bigger business. So you're going to choose a pilot group, you'll choose what you'll actually deliver during the pilot, and then test with feedback. Typically, we're looking at around 4 to 5 clients, including yourself, over a 6 to 10 week period. And finally, then you're ready to launch your offer. So off the back of your pilot group, you'll make any tweaks or changes to your process, determine how you're going to roll this out to your new clients and to your existing clients. And again, here, from start to finish, you should be aiming to be ready to fully launch somewhere between 6 weeks and 12 weeks. Okay, so let's take a look at what you're actually going to get over the duration of the 6-week training program. So we're going to start with a Kickstarter workshop designed here over 2 hours online, delivered via Zoom, so that you can actually get a really good in-depth understanding of what goes into a financial coaching or a cash flow coaching offer. Followed up then with 5 weekly implementation sessions, 90 minutes each, and we're going to break down into the 5 key elements of what goes into your offer. Supporting this in the background, you're going to get access to the fully created, fully scoped out 11 modules, 50 lectures, case studies, online courses, 13 hours of on-demand video content that will allow you to plug in and add extra bits and pieces of training where you feel you need it. And if that's not enough, you're also going to get a toolkit full of templates. So client presentations, emails that you can send budget templates, even client fee agreements. The Kickstarter workshop is where we begin, so let's take a look at what we're going to cover off. 4 areas that we're going to focus on. The first one's all around value. So value for your business and for your clients. Then we'll work through what goes into budgeting, working through the 4 stages, from an estimate to a trial, from an adjusted into final, into the banking part, where we're going to help you learn how to create banking and card structures that support good spending habits. And finally, into the reporting. So this is not just what to report on, but really starting to wrap your head around the difference between providing information and insights. After we've had the intensive 2-hour workshop to kick things off, we're going to break it down into 5 weekly implementation sessions. The idea behind these, instead of doing it all in one big hit, is that over the course of effectively the 6 weeks in total, you're going to progressively build on your process, what your packages are, your understanding of how you're going to do it, and we'll do it in 5 chunks. So session 1 is all about budgets and tracking transactions. Session 2, we're dealing with client reports and how you're going to provide feedback that the clients will actually listen to. Session 3, circling back around to the banking part of the process. In my opinion, this is actually one of the most important, if not the most important ones. Session 4 is about process. So now we're going to get the clients started, and then how do we keep them on track over those first 90 days? And then the last one is packaging, pricing, pitching, and a pilot group. It's basically getting you ready to launch your pilot group and then launch the offer once it's completed. So what does the program cost and what's included? So for your 6 sessions over 6 weeks and throwing in the full access to the online course, you've also got the ability to work in a peer group. So we're gonna cap each of the workshops or each of the programs into a maximum 20 practice setup. So that means that it's gonna be small numbers and you're actually all going to work through it together. Plus, you'll have all those templates, as I said, in the toolkit, so you don't have to build anything from scratch. That alone is hopefully going to be enough value. So ultimately, the cost, if you are a solo practitioner and it's just one individual coming from a practice, it's $597. If you want to bring a crew, so here this is up to 5 attendees. Now, the only catch is everyone needs to work in the same firm. And the idea here is that you would build this stuff together. The cost there is $747, and that is for up to 5 people from the one firm. So there you have it. That's the overview of the Spending Coach, building your cash flow coaching offer program. 6 weeks of fun. I hope to see you there. Bye for now.